Tonight is a very big night as we see our Premier League champions, Liverpool, lift the trophy, and they've ended their last home game of the season at Anfield with a 5-3 win over Chelsea. Pips, what a way to lift the trophy.
I know. I mean, if you've been stuck under a rock for the last few weeks, so you needed confirmation, Liverpool, after a 30-year long wait, have been announced Premier League champions. I mean, if you told me this maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I probably would have believed it because they came close under Brendan Rodgers and they've been improving and improving. And when they announced Jurgen Klopp as the manager, I just knew that he was going to build this team into something spectacular. It burns me to say this. When you see teams like this build and grow and go on to win things, you look at it and think, damn, man, where's my club going wrong? Back my team, back my club. But all credit to Liverpool. They've had an amazing season. Yes, the last few games haven't been quite to their standards for what they've been playing this season. They probably celebrated early. They've been on the drinks. They've been on the beers. And I don't blame them. 30-year long wait, and now they're the champions. And what a way to end it at home. I mean, such a great performance. Fabinho gets his first goal at home since March 2019. Firmino scores. Oxlade-Chamberlain scores. Naby Keita scores. I mean, hello, what's going on? Trent Alexander-Arnold with an absolute firecracker of a free kick, Charlene. The game was immense. One of the best games.
Definitely, of the restart. It was such an amazing game to watch. I mean, Chelsea sort of started on the front foot, holding more possession. And then once Liverpool got into the game, that was it. It was almost game over. Although Chelsea did sort of get back into it.
It was almost game over. They almost threw away a 4-1 lead. I mean, they were winning 3-0 at one point. And then, who was it that got the first goal? Was it Giroud?
For Chelsea. It was Giroud.
Giroud got the first goal. And then Chelsea just came on the front foot. And I was thinking, and you saw Jurgen Klopp on the side smiling, thinking, right, you little fuckers, you really going to ruin my night tonight? I don't think so. This is the night we're lifting the trophy. Don't come and embarrass us because you're playing against a side that are fighting for a Champions League spot. And it's kind of put them on the back burner now because Chelsea was hoping for a win so they can definitely qualify for Champions League football next season, especially now that Man United had a draw against West Ham earlier this evening. It was all for Chelsea to play for because, you know, Liverpool already won. They don't need this result. But it's a great way, as you say, to sign out at home.
Yeah, I mean, Chelsea, they just need one more point now to guarantee them that spot. So if they could get that in their next game, then, you know, they're secure.
Chelsea against Wolves on Sunday. So all they need is a point against Wolves on Sunday. It's possible. I mean, the way that they're playing, I'm pretty certain that they could do that. Frank Lampard should be very proud of what he's done with that team as well. And as an Arsenal fan, I'm absolutely nervous to play them in the FA Cup final, I have to admit. Because the way that Pulisic almost got that team back in that game, single-handedly, I could say. Because that assist for Tammy Abraham, and Tammy tapped it in. Pulisic's goal, I mean, what a player they have on their hands there. And Frank Lampard should be so proud of what he's doing with that team. Just hold fire at the FA Cup final, please, guys. Hold fire.
I mean, we did see a massive change when Pulisic, Abraham and Hudson-Odoi came on. Mm-hmm. You can sort of see the energy changed and Abraham got a goal within like 2 minutes of coming on as well. So
thanks to Pulisic. He was creating, he was doing all the work there. And I'm sure Tammy Abraham's happy to get the goal add to his tally because at one point in the season, he was the top goal scorer and he was getting in the goals. But, you know, he was unfortunate with a little injury as well. But everyone, especially in those two teams today, there's so many key players that have had an incredible season. And I read a tweet earlier from Opta-Joe where they said that Liverpool have arguably, I didn't say arguably, no, let me find the tweet. Hold on, wait right there, yeah? With their assists tonight, Andy Robertson on 27 assists and Trent Alexander-Arnold on 26 assists are now the outright top two defenders for most Premier League assists. So does that now make them the best defenders in the league, the best pairing of defenders in the league, do you reckon?
What's your opinion if you just go based on their performance? Forget the stats. Well, actually include the stats, but from when you're watching their gameplay.
I mean, you can't really argue against it, but I would love to know the viewers' point of view. Who, if not Trent and Robertson, who are the best defenders in the league at the moment? And I mean, probably Van Dijk's going to be up there, to be honest with you. But that's 3 Liverpool defenders. So if not those, according to Opta-Joe, who would be your top 2 defenders of the league this season? Because, I mean, what an incredible season those 2 youngsters have had. I mean, Robertson came from a team, like, it's incredible. I mean, we could talk about how these players have grown into leaders, into winners, champions, and icons for their city. And Liverpool was definitely red tonight. I mean, to be fair, Liverpool's always been red, it's never been blue. Sorry, Everton fans. But they lit it up tonight. All the fireworks, I'm sure, was going off when they lifted that trophy. And this is going to be a day for the city of Liverpool to remember for years to come, and the football world, because they've done it in one of the worst years of football in the world, to be honest.
I mean, if they would have got the record amount of points, that would have just topped it off as well.
Oh, but we stopped that, didn't we? Arsenal stopped that, didn't they? Just put that in there.
I mean, as you're speaking about defenders, I mean, obviously Arsenal need some defenders. Are you sort of scouting at the minute, Pips? If you could take any, which one would you go for? I
mean, we've been having this conversation throughout the whole year, and Arsenal fans alike would always pick up the same names, like so Upamecano, even Aya from the Scottish League. There's so many defenders that we can bring in, but the point of the matter is, can we afford them? And will Kroenke back Arteta? I mean, I don't want to turn this into an Arsenal conversation, but if we look at what Klopp has done with Liverpool and the enforcement that he's brought in, and it's not always been top players from top teams. Look where Robertson came from. Alexander's a product of Liverpool. Look where Van Dijk came from. And look where Sadio Mane came from. These are players from like Southampton. Like, these are players that were not playing at the top flight of football. And he's brought them in and he's built them up as a team, and they've gone on to achieve great things. And I'm hoping that, you know, as an Arsenal fan, Arsenal could do the same. And I'm sure other teams and other fans of other teams are looking at this thinking, okay, progress. We can see if you've got the right manager and the right mentality and the right philosophy, we can really achieve things.
And especially if you want to be lifting trophies and, you know, finishing top 4 as well, then you need to make that investment in the players, the ones that are going to go out on the pitch and get us the results.
Exactly. But congratulations to Liverpool. Unlucky to Chelsea. I really thought at one point they were going to nick the game. I even thought they were going to nick a point at least, because that would have pretty much guaranteed them some CL football. But they go again on Sunday against Wolves. Liverpool's last game away, I believe, is at Newcastle. They're probably not even going to show up. Newcastle might win 5-1. Who knows? I'm sure Liverpool players are booking their flights right now. Their season's over. They're about to fly their missus out, their kids out, their booty calls out, whoever it is, they're flying out if they can, and they're celebrating from tonight until September, until pre-season. So we've congratulated Liverpool, but I want to know from the fans, from everyone that is watching this, whether you're a Liverpool fan or not, who would you give player of the season to out of that Liverpool team? Who would it go to? I'm sure the candidates are the likes of Mo Salah, Van Dijk, Robertson, Trent, Sadio Mane, Firmino. Who knows? It could be Origi. It could be, I don't know. Who else could it be? Naby Keita. It could be Henderson. It could be Henderson. You let us know in the comments below who has been your player of the season for that Liverpool squad. And also let us know what you'd rate Jurgen Klopp out of 10 as a manager overall for this season.
That is it from myself, Charlene Smith, and Pippa Monique. Massive congratulations to Liverpool. And we'll be back with more previewing and post-match analysis. Until then, we're out.